All of this has been a learning curve. I've never been so involved in something before. Anything you are somewhat passionate about, just throw yourself into it and you'll come out a lot stronger, you'll come out a lot wiser.
My power was taken away from me because I had no self-love. I didn't know how to love me, so I couldn't set the boundaries for anybody else to love me. I didn't know how to respect me, so I couldn't set the boundaries for the rest of the world to respect me.
Be bigger than them, be more powerful than them, be stronger than them, be unified.
If you take yourself off that social media, even just for like half an hour, to paint a picture that turns out really terrible, but it doesn't matter because you've produced something and you've put something out into the world that isn't based solely on your image of yourself.
The people who inspire me are the people who every single day struggle to get up, but they get up anyway and they carry on doing what they can do. And even if they're barely scraping through it, they're still managing to get up and face challenges that they're facing that day.
I'm 71, I was around in the 60s and 70s. One of the things about being as old as I am is that I actually lived through all those decades where amazing things happen.
There needs to be more of this, and I think it's great that you're reaching out to the younger generation so that they can look up and see, okay, you know, people set out on this path and that evolves and it changes, and that's okay as long as you're doing it to work towards something that you believe in.
That just really resonated with me because I thought, because I'm studying astrophysics, there's still a lot of men that do astrophysics and still not very many women.
Went to a game yesterday and I took my little niece, and it was her first ever football game in a proper stadium, and for me to see her enjoy that with 30,000 people was great. Anyway, for it to have been a women's game when our games used to get maybe, you know, even at the FA Cup final we only got 5,000.
Sometimes we don't talk more about the unsung heroes, and having this book is something you know about other women, what they are doing.
Like when I was reading this, I was thinking, okay, who actually does inspire me? Trying to understand your heritage and things like that from a side that is no longer there is really hard.
100 amazing stories in that book, and the great thing is because they're different.
When I look at that picture, that's how I was a shadow, I wasn't a real full person. It's like I've gone into multicolour now, or 3D animation or something.
It's like literally walking by and we were like, oh, this looks like an interesting place, we'll go see what's happening. And then this happened. It's such a good step forward.
Yeah, it's something we should celebrate, so it's really good that someone took their time and wrote a book like that.
This is the best book launch I've ever been to. Just the sheer energy and power and passion about the subject matter. They were just, and it wasn't about the book, it was about everything.